It started subtly, a vibration on my nightstand that nudged me out of a deep sleep. The time was always the same, 3:17 a.m. The screen was always blank. No number, no name, just the glowing green icon to answer and the red one to decline. For the first few nights I ignored it. I'd silence my phone, roll over, and try to reclaim whatever dream it had stolen. But the consistency was unnerving. Every single night, like a macabre digital clockwork. One night, curiosity won. My hand, trembling slightly in the dark, swiped across the screen. I pressed the cold glass to my ear. Silence, a thick, heavy silence that felt like it was pressing in on me. I was about to hang up, dismissing it as a glitch, when I heard it. A whisper so faint I almost missed it. The voice was raspy, dry, but unmistakably mine. It said just 3 words. Don't turn around. The line went dead. My heart hammered against my ribs. I was alone in my apartment. I live on the 14th floor. There was no one here. I spent the rest of the night with my back pressed against the headboard, staring at the bedroom door, convinced the shadows were moving. This became my new horrifying routine. At 3:17 a.m., the phone would ring. I'd answer, compelled by a fear I couldn't name, and my own voice would whisper the same chilling command. Don't turn around. I tried everything. I blocked unknown numbers, but the calls still came through. I turned my phone off, but it would mysteriously power back on just in time to ring. I even left it in another room, only to be woken by the faint, muffled vibration, a phantom limb I couldn't ignore. The lack of sleep started to wear me down. I was a wreck. During the day, I was jumpy, paranoid. Every reflection seemed to linger a second too long. Every quiet moment was filled with the phantom echo of that whisper. My friends said I looked haunted. They were right. I felt like a prisoner in my own life, tethered to this nightly ritual. The question wasn't just who was calling, but what was I not supposed to turn around from? What was behind me every night in the darkness of my own bedroom? The fear was a physical thing, a cold knot in my stomach that tightened with each passing day. I began to think maybe it was a warning. Maybe my own subconscious was trying to protect me from something so terrible, my waking mind couldn't handle it. But the other part of me, the part that was being eroded by exhaustion and terror, started to get angry and defiant. Who, or what, had the right to terrorize me in my own home? The fear was still there, but a new feeling was bubbling up underneath it, a desperate need for answers. I couldn't live like this anymore. I had to know. I had to see what my own voice was so afraid of. So last night I made a decision. I would turn around. I set the stage. I left one small lamp on in the corner, casting long distorted shadows across the room. I sat on the edge of my bed, my back to the center of the room, my phone in my lap. I didn't have to wait long. At 3:17 a.m., the screen lit up. My hand was steady this time as I answered. I put it on speakerphone, the sound cutting through the quiet room. The whisper came, raspy and familiar. Don't turn around. My breath hitched. I closed my eyes for a second, gathering every last shred of courage I had. Then, I did it. I twisted my body, swiveling around with a speed born of pure adrenaline. For a heart-stopping moment, there was nothing. Just my familiar room, the wardrobe, the bookshelf, the window showing the distant city lights. A wave of relief washed over me. It was all in my head, a stress-induced hallucination. I almost laughed, and that's when I saw it. It hadn't been in the middle of the room. It was right behind me, so close I could have felt its breath if it had been breathing. It was standing where I had just been sitting. A figure, tall and gaunt, draped in what looked like shadows, but solid. It was a perfect copy of me, a perfect, silent duplicate, and it was smiling, a wide, unnatural smile that stretched its face into a grotesque mask. It raised a hand, slowly, and pointed a long, thin finger. Not at me, but at the phone still clutched in my hand. The call was still active. The smiling thing in front of me hadn't said a word. The whisper hadn't come from it. It had come from my phone. It had come from me, my own voice, still whispering, over and over, from the speaker. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. I finally understood. The call wasn't a warning, it was a distraction. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever had an experience you can't explain, let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more strange tales. Sleep well.